All right, Shabbat Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as America, where we're standing right now. This place is falling fast. And at the turn of what they call the new year, which it ain't really the new year, but it's going to speed up even more. The Most High is speeding up the days. And you could see it clearly, right? So you got about 5 more minutes to get right. All right, because hey, it's about to be hell out here. All right, so we the Hebrew Israelites that come in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this place and wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, all right? To get you to repent, acknowledge your offense, pray for forgiveness, and come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, all right, before it's too late and you're eating a missile, all right? So first and foremost, and as always, all praise is due to Yahuwah, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Raklah Kadash, double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them, that taught us His truth. The Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. The hopeful elect tabernacle of David, all right? So, since today is that wicked ass bullshit Saturnalia, you can go directly to it and get it out of the way. All right? This will probably be the last little Saturnalia celebration. All right, Lord willing. All right, so this is Jeremiah 10 and 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. All right, thus saith the Lord, Yahuwah Ba'ashem Yahushai, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. We're clearly talking about a damn Christmas tree right here. All right? And that shit is wicked. All right? And we all did that. We all couldn't wait, you know, Christmas Eve. We couldn't sleep. But what we didn't know is that was a damn demon. The Christmas spirit is a demon. It's a demonic spirit. All right? And that's what they're going into right here. The tree is an idol. The Yule log, it represents burning your children, sacrificing them. All right? The whole ceremony, the whole situation, the whole day is disguised as something benevolent when it's actually, its roots are in witchcraft and wickedness. All right? And according to the Most High, told us not to do that shit. That's the most important thing. Again, from the top, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Don't put a damn Christmas tree in your house or bulbs that represent heads, sacrifice heads, lights. Okay, all of that shit goes back to something wicked. And you got niggas, you could tell them that, show it to them in the Bible. They're going to go to church tomorrow and bring some residual of the Christmas ham, the roast beast, and sing Grinch and A Year Without a Santa Claus and all of that shit. Okay? They singing right now, sipping on eggnog, worshiping Satan. And here it is, the Most High is visiting this place and about to visit. All right? The Most High is going to pull up if you will. All right? And these damn devils are gonna they're gonna light the kindling. They're gonna kindle this motherfucker for the Most High, not knowing that they're exacting their own demise. All right? But the Most High got to start at his own house, because you niggas ain't trying to hear this. You ain't trying to hear it. They deck it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be borne, meaning carried. They must needs be borne, because they cannot go. They can't get up and walk on their own. This idol. All right? The tree represents Nimrod. Okay? Nimrod's penis. The phallus. What do you call that thing? The Washington Monument. Obelisk. All right? The obelisk. The church steeple, if you will. It's all the same shit. Be not afraid of them, for they can do no evil, neither also is it in them to do good. It's an idol. People worship it as a god. It goes back to Nimrod, right? It was a Babylonian god. And you ain't supposed to be worshiping no other god. The children of Israel. And you niggas are what make this season. See, the devil, he didn't shut this damn thing down yet, because he knows that you niggas are going to get out there and spend some money all the way through New Year's. All right? And even though the money don't mean nothing, right? Even though this monetary system is broken and they gotta prop it up, they have to try to bring in the NWO and bring in the Charagma, all right? And try to get one more go around. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. For as much as there is none like unto thee, O Lord, Yahuwah B'Shem Yahushai, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. All right? And it's not yo play yogurt, and you niggas are going to have to repent. Talk about the Charagma is not the mark. Talk about the name isn't important. Talking about there ain't no Jacob's trouble. You niggas are in trouble right now. Okay? Who's this talking to? Hear ye the word which the Lord, Yahuwah B'Shem Yahushai, speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. All right? You niggas are in trouble. You better be repenting real quick here. Because the Most High is not playing. The men of the Lord, we can see this thing coming a mile away. If you don't know about the Charagma, you can't see. You think this thing is going to continue on. You think all you got to do is go take the shot, get a little card, like that's going to last forever. How can you not see where this thing is going? Because the Most High got you blinded. What then? Let's get you. What then? Romans 11:7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. According as it is written, the Most High hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. All right? And David saith, let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back all way. Hey man, you better wake the fuck up. You gotta wake up. All right? That's you. All right? And the elder apostles say all the time that there is hopeful elect in these other camps. What does it take for you to see now? Okay, because they're pushing this thing hard. They started like in the last 2 weeks. They're pushing the charagma as hard as they're pushing the Beetlejuice. Just as hard. Now. So what does that mean? Is that a diversion? How easy it is to look at what's going on in Sweden, all right, and other places, but it's just too simple. Here it is. It works with your phone. That's the last frontier. Right now, well, just take a picture of your card. It's on your phone. Now, from the phone, where's it going? The phone is a reader. Come on, man. You can't see that? You can't clearly see. It's too easy. That thing is too easy. The book of Amos 9 and 8. All right, I remember first coming out and reading Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord. What does the word utterly mean? It means completely. I will not completely destroy you Jakes, because there's a remnant that will be saved. And that's what we're pushing for. We're pushing to be part of the remnant. We're pushing to make it up out of here, not to continue on for another 5 years. In the men of the Lord, we can clearly see this thing is over. You can't see how quickly the days are going by right now? They're flying by. Why? For the elect's sake. See a pack of wild dogs. Slow. Call Allah Yahuwah Shem Yahushua Shem. Amos 9:9. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. And that least grain is talking about, the remnant. I'm going to stomp these dogs if they come over here. Pack of wild dogs. There's only 3. All right. Hey, you want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in, you want to be in that number. What's the number? 144 and a third. All right. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. That's talking about the remnant. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins and I will build it as in the days of old. We're trying to be the house of David up in here. All right? That's simple. Know where we're going. Book of Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third part shall be left therein, and I will bring the third part. Shalom, Mike. Shalom. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shabbat Shem, Kakadash, Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shabbat Shem, Kakadash, Barakatah.
How you doing, man?
Good, man. Good.
All right.
Just trying to hold it down with you, man.
Right. I hear you, man.
Yeah.
We got a fellowship.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Let's speak on some things. You've been steady doing this work or what?
Yeah. It don't stop. It don't stop, man. With my work situation, I got my weekends more freed up. You know what I mean? So I came here a few times. You know, just trying to hold it down. Been looking for you. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm out here every week, man.
Yeah.
I'm out here every weekend. About this time, you know, I do. Yeah. I'm an old man.
I understand.
I do about an hour and a half today, and then an hour and a half tomorrow. I got to break it up because.
Nah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Because hell, in a week. See, next Wednesday I'll turn 58, man.
Man, how old am I? I'm 45, man. I'm kind of behind you, man.
I remember that though.
Yeah.
'Cause I came in. I think I was 44 when I came in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and it was crazy because, I mean, back then I had some energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Know, man.
I still had some energy, but, you know.
Hey, about a month ago, I went to Sacramento, went to go visit the brother Yahuwah.
Your call?
Yeah, or Yakal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to go see him in Sacramento probably like 3 weeks ago.
How did that go?
Good.
All right.
Yeah, just chilling downtown Sac.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. You know, if you don't mind, man, I'm just gonna be right here with you, man, listening. You know.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
But
that's
hey,
the fam, huh?
Yeah. Whether we hold this on our own or however, you know, the ministry got to continue, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Hey, you know how close we are to the end, right?
Yeah. The baby is just stomping his way out right now with them pangs, brother.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's going down.
Yeah, no, it's about to get real bad out here.
It is.
I see you got a toddler there. That you?
Yes.
Okay. Is this all your family, or you got more?
It's all my family. You know.
I'm saying children.
I have a daughter that I lost to the system.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
with our curses, brother.
That's what we here for.
Yeah, that's right.
We here to be chastised. But
Yes.
but Lord willing, you be able to. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen.
Fun.
We get some spiritual power. We'll be able to.
Woo.
You understand?
Yeah.
Provide through this crazy time that's coming up.
That's right.
But what I'm getting at is you got a plan, yeah? You got a plan for these things that are coming up. How you doing? Okay, you got a little boy though.
Yeah.
Look at him. He got the garment. He got the garment on.
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's gonna go left.
Real fast.
You know what I'm saying?
Real fast.
And they, we're the target.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, look what Esau's doing. Hey, the angels are over there for a reason. They're stirring these things up. You got Russia right there on the border of Ukraine, and through a spiritual eye, we all can see that, brother. Where China's going to invade Taiwan, and Russia's going to invade Ukraine, and then on top of that, China's selling missiles to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. So and what that is, that's the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
Gathering the troops.
Mm-hmm.
He's gathering because he's going to launch that ambush.
That's right.
On that ass, because that's what the whole thing is about. Here we are at the end, and we can clearly see the Most High hooked us up.
Yeah.
We can see
That's
this
right.
thing culminating, and the point that I'm making, right now is, this devil's mad as hell because we exposed his ass.
The devil's time is short, and he knows it.
Right, because he's been found out. Cain said, my punishment is too much for me to bear. Mm-hmm. He said, any man that finds me, he will slay me.
Yeah.
Right? Well, that's Esau. That's
right.
why he done covered himself up, hid himself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He's a vagabond and he's a
culture vulture, vagabond of the earth.
And what he's doing is he has hid himself. We didn't even know he was the devil.
Yeah.
You understand? Now we found him.
That's right.
And now he's going to be slain. He said, any man that findeth me shall slay me.
That's right.
Well, he had hid himself so well that we couldn't find him. Now he's been found out.
Our people were all played on who the devil was.
Absolutely. But see, now that he's been found out, he's like this, oh, you finna kill me? I got a plan for you.
Yep.
So, and I could point out the cameras. There's two. There's one.
Yeah.
There's one over there in that building. There's one right there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, they don't. I get out over here where the Christmas tree is over here on the stage right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I started out at. And they got that damn Christmas tree up there because otherwise I'd probably be right here. But my point is that they know me.
Yeah.
I was out here in 09.
Okay.
You understand? They know exactly who I am. And there's going to come a time when these devils, they're going to try to move.
Oh, yeah. That's
and
right.
You understand on me. So
Jacob's trouble, huh?
You understand?
The of the word,
now, am I afraid of that? No. Am I aware of it? Yeah. You understand? So my point is this. For you want to stand out here where and we fearless out here. We're going to stand for the Most High no matter what. The worst thing, do you know what the worst thing that can happen to you?
I would say falling out this truth.
Woo! That's right, but that ain't happening. Lord willing, that ain't happening. What's the worst thing this devil can do to you?
Take away the word, because we all know, like, if we're martyred for this, that regeneration, you know what I mean?
Now, what does it mean to be martyred?
Dying for this truth.
Okay, let me read it.
Bring it out, up. Bring it out.
Let me bring it up. See, because we got to count the cost in this thing.
That's
and
right.
if you start with the worst thing that can happen,
everything else is better.
all right, so, and this is the time that we're in. If you reconcile, all right, well, this is the worst thing that could happen. So let me start there, and I ain't worried about nothing else.
That's right.
All right, so this is Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful until death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
That's right.
Okay? So the worst thing that could happen is this devil can come and grab us up and throw you into the camp, concentration camp. Then what?
You know, and that's that furnace of adversity, just like what Daniel went through, you know, when he was delivered.
This is what's in the camps. Okay? This is Revelation 20 and 4. And this is talking about after, this is talking about in the kingdom right here.
Yeah, that's right.
And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahuwah and for the word of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahuwah, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his charagma upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with a Mashiach 1,000 years. So what's going to happen in them camps? Watch out. You got to watch your child too.
Oh.
Go over there. That's a pack. That's some wild ones. Hey! Hey! Hey, get out of here, go! I've been watching them. That's some little pack of wild ass dogs. Good.
That's from the Sakari days.
Yes, sir. Right. Right. We ain't supposed to, I mean, I know what you got to do, but.
Yeah, and I know what the scripture says about the staves, but I'm just trying to be circumspect.
Right. Right. But, hey, but we protected too.
That's
the
right.
Angels got us, so.
That's right.
But, so the worst thing that can happen, because this is what they got in them concentration camps. They're going to say, look, they didn't grab us up, right? And if you're in that camp, all right, either the Most High is going to provide a way to escape, right? Or that head is going to come off.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, and that's
some of the, if I'm Salakia, but some of the elect are going to get punished too, right? Like,
well, this is it.
okay,
This is what it is. No telling. They might have electrodes and stuff. You know, we don't know what's going to happen, but I mean, there's a way. The way through is to understand that number one, the Most High is not going to put more on you than you can handle.
yeah,
All right.
especially coming with this truth, huh?
Well, I mean, now some of us ain't going to make it. Some of us are going to get our heads cut off pursuant to Revelation 20. Right in them camps. That's how it comes together. So you got to count the costs, you know, from the back. And this is, I'm speaking, you know, as a man for me. I'm like, what's the worst thing that could happen? That you get grabbed up, and then you're in that line for the guillotine, you know.
Yeah.
And then you go and you put the head in there and you let them do the thing, and you still, you understand? Mm-hmm. You still get a crown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, and that's the reason why too. You know, we got to pray to have that strength and stay girded up in His faith with the helmet of salvation. You know, putting on that breastplate, this armor.
Absolutely, absolutely, all of that. But we got to count the cost and know what is in store. Where's 1 Thessalonians? Because I mean, the point that I'm making is we're at that moment. Mm-hmm. We're at that moment where, and this. I'm talking about January. They're like this. If you ain't doing what we're telling you to do, you look like you're sick. You're sick. We gotta quarantine you. Where you at? I know where you know. I know you. You're sick. We gotta quarantine. And then you're in there.
Yep.
And then you ain't. They already know. We ain't folding.
Yeah, the stage is set over there in Australia too. You see all that?
It's going down right now.
Yeah.
And that's the point that I'm at. So, you know, hey, we got instructions to be as pilgrims too. The Spirit is going to say, hey, you leave the path right now. You understand? Right. And then you get your things and you leave the path, and then they come and they knock and you ain't there. Because you had somewhere to go. You understand?
Yeah.
You got to have a little somewhere to go. You got to have a little food to eat. Because there's going to come a time, when all hell breaks out right here in Fresno.
Yeah.
It's going to break out because there ain't no food, and they can come next door and try to take what you got. And, you know, if you stay in the hood, I stay in an area that, you know, I ain't, when it's time to go, because, you know, now here's what they did last year in Texas. Remember that?
Let me think real fast. That had to do with COVID?
No, not really. It had to do with the cold.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna show you real quick. I was trying to get. Let's see. What is it?
It's all good. You know, through the Spirit too. In history, Rome 70 AD.
Right.
They took over the temple and let Jews live in Rome, but then they didn't let them escape Rome, and some of them went as far as not eating their own children at that time.
See, that's coming. Those things are about to happen again. 70 AD is when they ran up on us, and we had to flee into the wilderness down in Africa and different parts.
Yeah.
So that's basically what this is right now. Okay, it's happening again. So, I mean, it would be good to know what is about to happen and to have some sort of plan, because ultimately the Spirit, you know, is going to move you, right? But to know what this devil is up to is a different thing. So let me see. So what they did in Texas last year right? They took the grid down.
Oh, okay.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And then they somehow they froze that whole spot.
I remember that.
They
I remember
froze
that.
it out.
Yeah.
Niggas wasn't ready. They wasn't ready for that. And that was a test run. See, Texas has their own grid, right?
Yeah.
They took the grid down. They had no electricity, and then they froze them over. The HARP changed the jet stream. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be ultimately it's the Most High.
That's right.
But Esau, if he had his hand in it, you got to look at that and say, oh, that was a test run.
Yep.
For what? This is Matthew 24 and 20. Okay? And I'm going to read 19 through the Spirit. And it's not nothing against you. It's about being ready. Because you got,
Fun.
all right, this is, let me start at, because this is what it's talking about. This is what happened in 70 AD. Matthew 24 and 16. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. You got to be ready to go. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house, neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. Okay? So you got to be ready, and you got to have a plan. You understand? Because this devil's,
Yeah.
he's about to come down with great wrath.
Fun.
It says, but pray ye that your flight, meaning flee, be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Talk about Jacob's trouble. So Jacob's trouble, okay, according to this, all right, I'm going to read that again. It says, but pray ye that your flight be not in the winter. You know what this devil Biden is talking about? The what winter?
Yeah, I just saw that on the news. I keep up with the news.
The dark winter. Oh, it's going to be a dark winter. It's going to be a dark winter, right?
It's coming, Doc. It's coming.
Okay, so when did the winter start?
The winter? It starts, well, I know in Maccabees it talks about Feast of Dedication, Caslu, and according to that is winter now. But in the Roman Gregorian, they have a different system when winter is. I believe we're about that time right now with the winter solstice happening, and that's what they're celebrating as far as all this Saturnalia, aka Christmas.
It started on the 21st.
Okay, yeah.
The 21st, that devil came on and told our people, hey, if you ain't did that thing, you're gonna die, your family's gonna die.
Oh.
He said that on that day because they understand what is going on. So, see, these witches, they do stuff on the solstice. They do stuff
That's right.
on these certain days. They're making sacrifice. They're sacrificing today. They were sacrificing last night. They're going to sacrifice next Friday, which is the 31st.
The big sacrifices.
The very next day, they're sacrificing to their gods because they're coming after us. We're the target.
That's right. And they sacrifice every day with that Planned Parenthood to killing all them babies.
Absolutely. Absolutely that. They want to take down as many as they can. But on these are their high hella days, right? Where they
unholy days.
Right, where they sacrifice to their gods.
That's
so on the 21st, this fool comes out and does a national speech. It's not a coincidence that he comes out and threatens the they call it the unmaxed, right?
Yeah.
Which is really code for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because we're the target, we're the face of the whole scandemic.
And if you look into the history too of what all the experiments that they provided, especially on the Southern Kingdom, they're hesitant to step in the ring and get them jazzed because based on the history.
We know.
Yeah, and they have a low turnout of those stepping into the ring and getting jabbed.
Right.
And they're trying to have them step up and do it.
And Esau ain't taking that shit neither. They know. They're not stupid, but they're gonna say it's us enemy. We know about smallpox blankets. We know about Tuskegee. We know about everything that happened. So yeah, no, we're weary of it, but they're gonna make us the face of terrorism and all of that. We ain't done nothing to know about it. We don't, we don't even get down like that. But they are, check the camera.
It's all good.
They are about to, we're the target. So back to this, it says, but pray that your flight be not in the winter. Winter just started and they're watching. All right? Back to what they did in Texas. What did they do? They shut down the lights and they froze them niggas out.
Yeah.
And
There's a family that died in the garage trying to stay warm.
Trying to carbon monoxide. So this is what I'm saying. Okay? What if they do some shit like that? Do you have what is necessary to make sure your family, that's on you. That's one thing, because he's about to do something.
Yeah.
He's about to do some crazy shit. And
that's right.
We saw what he did in Texas. That was last February, in the winter. Okay? We know that he got but a short tongue, right?
Yeah.
All right. He got to get his shit done this winter.
Yeah. And the elders and apostles, I believe they call the year coming up the year of Hastings, the year of action.
Did that already come out?
I believe this year was a year of prophecy, then they're calling it the year of Hastings.
Today, this year, what's left of it was the year of hastening the coming of our Lord Yahuwah Bashem Yahushua. So I don't know if they came out with a new one yet. The one before was the year of Karadma. This is the year of hasting of the coming of our Lord Yahuwah Bashem Yahushua. So
I thought they were playing that to next year.
I saw something that looked like they had announced it, but usually they wait right up and when the year's about to happen, and then when it happens, we'll all know for sure. So, but I might be wrong. I don't know. But my point, see, you gotta have a little plan. You can't be caught slipping. You gotta know that this dude is, see, and here's what's going on. Let me read this real quick. This is Matthew 24 and I was about to read right into it. For then shall be great tribulation. When? In the winter. That's what this is. The Spirit is bringing this up. It says, we'll read that again. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then, when is then? The winter. Just when it came into. For then shall be great tribulation. This is Jacob's trouble. Such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. All right? But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. These days are just flying. Weeks are flying by. Okay? Because we're at the end.
That's right.
All right? And we got to be putting on the elect, right? Put ye on the elect. You know that one?
I don't believe I do.
Let me grab that real quick. Okay, how do you put on the elect? This is how you make it. Okay. All right, so this is Colossians 3, I believe. Colossians 3 and 12. Put on, therefore, as the elect of the Most High. Okay? Meaning your garments. Keep your garments. Put your garment on. The garment of the elect. Put on, therefore, as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another, if any man have a quarrel against any, even as Hamashiach forgave you, so also do ye. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. So you have to walk like you are of the elect. And that's the scripture you go to. Well, let me look at that. Let me make sure that that's what I'm doing now. You understand? Because that's what you want to be now. Now back to Matthew, I'll read that again.
Salakio, what chapter was that? That was Colossians?
Colossians 3 and 12.
Okay.
That's a heavy one. That's one of the heavy ones.
Heavy hit.
You understand? My thing right now, I'm trying to humble myself. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure, you know. And that charity, I'm like, this brother's coming out. I'm like, I need to pray for the right words to say. You know, really, it's about preparedness. Because, I mean, whatever the case is, here we are. I'm like, if you ain't ready, I'm gonna have to come and grab you and say, here, let me help this brother. You know.
Con, and that's the watchmen for Israel. You know, to get that blood off of our hands.
Right, exactly. And I mean, we're so close to the end.
We are.
You know, where was it? And except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the days are moving by even quicker, and this devil knows it. He knows it. Mm-hmm. And he knows his time is short. He's like, I don't have till next winter. I got to get my shit done right now.
Yeah.
Okay? So here he comes. Because here, you know, unless they shoot the jet stream down here and freeze, if they shut the whole grid down and freeze everybody out like they did, okay, and they could do that. All right? So back to this. What's the worst case scenario? What might this devil do? You know? Because, hell, it starts getting warm again in February.
Yeah, that's right.
Here, and then he done lost his little winter. It's time to strike. Yeah. That's what they used to do. They used to go to war. They would catch us. Well, when's their Sabbath day? They rested. They rush in on us.
Yeah.
When we were given on the Lord's day.
That's in the Maccabees, if I'm not correct.
You understand? So back to this. Back to that Matthew. What's he going to do? See, how are the things that Esau searched out? We know what this fool is up to. We're not ignorant to his devices.
That's right.
You understand? So it said, back to this, Matthew 24 and 20, but pray ye that your flight be not in the winter. He's reading this. He's like, got to get them in the winter. And I got to get them on the Sabbath day when they ain't expected. And his time is short. We're in the time that the days are so short right now because he's going to try to kill as many of us as he can, right? There's got to be that time. They don't have till next winter. They coming now and got to be ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready for this, you know, and there's, first of all, is walking in the Spirit. Most High got you. Angels are with us.
Because you don't give us a spirit of fear.
You got faith. Right. But you're supposed to know What this devil is, be not ignorant of anything large or small.
That's a Sirach.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So we got to anticipate this devil's every move. Yeah.
That's right.
And he's telling us, hey, nigga, it's finna be a dark winter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who's dark?
Mm-hmm.
It's a dark winter for you darkies.
Yeah.
I'm coming to, he's saying, I'm coming to get you.
Fine.
This winter, not next winter. You understand? If we make it through, then the Most High threw a wrench in his plans, and then what's he gonna do then? If he can't get us in the winter, he's gonna do whatever the hell he doesn't have that much time.
You don't.
Let's get there real quick. It's Revelation 12 and 12 for the spirit of it. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So he's coming.
That's right.
You understand? Good guy. Love it. They're pushing this charagma in the last 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, out of nowhere. They started pushing this chip, this, you know, out of nowhere. Because we've been catching hell for at least the last 10, 12 years in this truth, saying, hey, the mark of the beast is the chip.
Yeah.
And getting laughed at, getting ridiculed, scorned, right? And now, we've been saying this, that day is going to come when it's going to be obvious to everybody. You're going to have to turn around. You're going to have to repent. That thing started like for real, like 2, 3, and 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I've been keeping up on that.
You understand?
They've been having chipping parties.
Letting you know, that's it. It's game over right now.
Yeah.
It's game over. And that takes us to Revelation.
Yeah, you got a lot of bug outs on there on that too. I think they're getting confused with Ezekiel about the mark. And then when you go into the Greek and Hebrew, it says that it's like a stamp or etch. But the charagma in Revelations, it says it's an incision.
Right. The Thawah is a mark of exemption. That's the one that you want. That's this truth. The Most High is the Son. Right? That's the mark that you want. Not the mark of the beast, which is a whole different one. This is Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right? The hour of temptation is when they start forcing the charagma. Right now they're saying, hey,
Yeah.
here we go. Hey, we got the answer to forging paper cards.
Come on.
You understand?
And that's how they do it. They do this to break that ice a little bit. Then comes the draconian measures.
They're slow walking the whole
Yeah.
incrementalism. And but my point is that the days are speeding up. We can see that, right? Dude, I was out here. I feel like it was, 2 days ago. I was just out here on Sunday. It's just so back to. I remember going to camp right when I first started. It was so hot. The weather was completely different. It's supposed to rain today.
I saw that. Yeah.
And later on today, I was like, it's gonna rain. 100% chance it's gonna rain today. 100% chance.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, when are you going out? I'm like, going out at 11, between 10 and 11.
Yeah.
Then I look at the weather and it's like, well, the rain doesn't start until 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I'm like, because I haven't gotten rained on in years now. I remember being wet and cold and miserable out here.
Yeah. There's no more balance. And, with the weather and the times and everything, and a false balance is an abomination to the Most High.
Yes,
you got all this rain, you got no balance. When it rains over here, you see what it does to the East Coast. And I work out there in the mountains where, paradise, where, they caught their judgment. Everything's burnt down.
Yeah.
You know, they had all that drought, everything dried up.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they have all this excessive rain and everything's getting washed out.
Well, they was trying to say that it was, there's a drought in California, there's a drought. Where's your drought at now? Your drought is gone because it just is completely wet out here. I know we got water, and they're going to try to say we got a drought anyway. That's how this devil gets down. They'll hide the water. They'll shift it out.
Mm-hmm.
We need Yahuwah shot, man.
Yeah, that's right.
We need
That's
to get the
right.
hell out of here.
And it talks about times, laws, seasons changing also. You know, and with that book of James, you know, as far like not being promised tomorrow, like when myself stepped to this truth, I grew up on the east side, man. So when we took that oath, it was to the death. You know, when you're growing up like that, it's to the death. And when I came to this truth, you know, it's to the death. And you know, I named my son, I named him Sakari. Okay, and to the Most High's will, I found the truth, the elders of GMS. But you know, that's my sacrifice. That's to the death right there. So when I named him, I knew what that was. You know what I mean? To that promise, that oath. I know what happened to Sakari. They all got killed. They killed each other. You know, but it's to the death, and I pray, you know, that we have the strength and we stay girded up, you know, to the very end.
Right. Well, see, that's why you gotta change to the death to the life.
That's right. That's right.
See, because some of us shall not taste of death. That's the elect, and that's you wanna push that vibe. See what I'm saying? To the life. I grew up in Butler Park.
Yeah, I know where that's at.
You understand? Right
I'm
over behind
on
the fairground.
Orange, California.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I was right there at Butler Park, and then they moved us out here to the country. You know, right when it started getting crazy over there. And, you know, here we are.
Well, the Most High grace, yeah, here we are. Because I remember Butler Park, you had every gang in that little area.
And it's still crazy over there. But see, all of that at this point, you know, we're out of here. There's not even a year left. If there's a year left, if there's more than a year left, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
that's
crazy.
right. That's right.
It's gonna be crazy in 6 months. It's gonna be crazy. You know, let me get that real quick.
You see everything too, to the food shortages, to the supplies being locked up, and they're lying to us and telling us there's no shortage, and then you go to the shelves, man, and everything's just crazy. Inflation, you can't afford nothing, no food on the shelves, water.
And that's the Most High. You know, Most High is making this devil believe that he can, you know, run his little game and bring in his NWO. But ultimately, the Most High got this whole place on lock, and we're watching. When how long you been in?
True. 2 years.
Okay.
2 years.
So I can only imagine the elder apostles, right? They've been in for 30 and 35
Oh,
years,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Imagine how they see what's going on right now. When they came in, nothing happened. You know? Nothing was happening. And then went through the year 2000 situation, and then 07 when they saw everybody start coming in.
Yeah.
So they're watching this thing happen. And now here we are. How many years? That's 13, 14 years after 07, right? And the charagma and this devil and everything that happened in 2020, that was a big shift. That was a big, so how are they seeing? What are they looking at right now? They're like this is it. This is fucking it. There's not another year. They see this thing clearly.
They do.
The Most High is dealing with them men. You understand?
I believe so.
Those are the top men in Israel on the face of the earth. When you break it all the way down, those are the top men in Israel on the face of the earth.
I believe that's true, because the scriptures, they do everything balanced. The scripture says we're scattered to all four corners. And I think Zechariah talks about, that the Northland. We have a lot of Israelites in the Northland that were going to come out. But also, too, GMS is like the only camp that they have Israelites all over the world. That confusion faces speckled birds, and the other camps, they don't do that.
Well, see, the truth came out of New York, One West.
That's right.
In New York. And
How
a
about
lot
Amos?
of camps, they got a lot of different camps. They got Yahuwah, they got, which is ISUPK, they got IUIC, that's Nate.
Yeah, Bishop Nate.
They got Zabak and them.
Yeah, my brother's under Zabak.
Okay? So you got all of these different people, but you only got one camp that's saying that the charagma is the MOTB.
That's right.
So that breaks it down even further.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If the truth came out of One West, you got a bunch of One Westers out there.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one with 100% truth.
Come on.
And who's at the top of that? The elder apostles of GMS. So those are the Most High dealing with. You understand?
And you look at yourself and myself, we're in Fresno, right? You got the other camps. My brother's under Sabak, and because of that, we still love each other, but I don't sit at his table no more. Right. And anyways, where are they at? They're in LA, they're in Hollywood, they're in San Francisco, and you got brothers that follow the elders and apostles right here in Fresno. You know what I mean? Then you got the other brother, he's in Visalia.
Is he still over there?
What's it? Kalab?
Yeah, Kalab. What's he doing?
I got his number. I haven't talked to him in a bit.
Is he still pushing?
Yeah. I see him on is it Yakal? I see him on his live streams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. Because I ain't seen him in a minute. Last time, where did we meet? Did we meet here or did we meet?
We were holding it down in the Tower District.
In the Tower.
Yeah, but that kind of didn't work out because, like I said, I had to change my company and work schedule.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I got my weekends back. They had me on the road a lot, but it don't stop. You wake up. Anything we do for this ministry, garments, alms, making videos. I try to do as much as I can. But through the Spirit, I've been able to come over here. I've done a couple of things by myself. For some reason, some of them aren't showing, and it's crazy too because we're talking about Satan's devices. And I had a brother on a live stream, and he's bringing up the inauguration, and I'm going to the history, posting it for him to read, and then his camera got shut off. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, Satan ain't playing.
Yeah.
Satan does. I done seen everything. I ain't been in 30 years or 20, but I've been in long enough to see everything, happen to me, and what is clear to me, through the spirit and power of Yahuwah is that this is it. So now it's about gotta make it through to the end. Here comes straight up hell, right? A time unlike any other time of trouble on the face of the earth. Now, and the only way to get on that chariot is getting to the other side.
Yeah.
You understand?
Like the parable of the seed and the sower. Those seeds are getting dropped.
Let me read this real quick. We talk about sowing. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. That's that famine.
Oh, time.
Them container ships out there. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall suddenly be afraid. All right?
Beautiful right there.
Isn't it? Because we're at that moment. See, here's what's going to happen. Everybody thinks everything is cool right now. People walking up and down the street. You can look at somebody and ignore them and go about your business. There's going to come a moment that the Most High is going to switch things from that to you won't. I'm not trying to go outside. I'm not trying to walk down the street because I got to look at everybody. Whoever I see, they're coming to get me. You understand?
Come on.
They either want to rob me, they either want to kill me, they either want to eat me. You understand? There's going to be cannibalism out here.
Oh, Haiti. Do you see it? They had nothing to eat, and they went as far as, it was very, very graphic, they had body parts in a pot. And they're resorting to cannibalism.
It's coming.
Yeah.
That's coming here. It's coming to to No Town, USA.
Oh.
You understand?
Yeah, no doubt. And I was talking to a youngster, bringing it out on him, and he was hearing me. And then, so I turned it up on him a little bit. But, in this truth, we shouldn't have to drag anybody by the hand. We all know that.
Not at this point.
Come on.
At this point, it's over.
Yeah, he just told me, like, I go, don't you believe it's going to, yeah, he goes, yeah, I believe it's going to happen. He goes, but, I'm at that point where I just don't want to think about it.
Right.
Yeah, hey, let the dead bury the dead.
No, well, right. Well, and, there's nothing, if you ain't of the elect, there's nothing to be done. You're going to bug out.
You just play your role.
Right, exactly. So, here's this. It says, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly, from one moment, I'm cool, then you can hear that little sound. All you can hear is quiet and because motherfuckers are going to flip. Exactly. It's going to be crazy.
It is.
And you won't be able to trust anybody walking down the street. Everybody is going to be looking at each other, scared, afraid of each other. And we're coming into that time. Is he going to get me? Oh, he don't know who I am. See, that's when the Most High going to have you. He's going to hide you. He's going to disappear you. You're going to be invisible. You understand? That's when that real faith, has got to kick in. Because according to this, every man shall, that's everybody on the face of the earth. It's going to go to, hey, I ain't worried about that. I got to watch my back wherever I go because it's completely unsafe.
Come on.
You understand? That day is very soon. Like I said, if they freeze this place out and shut the lights down, how you going to stay warm? Got that electric blanket and that little generator. You understand?
Yeah.
You got to have a little something, somewhat of a plan. And then you're going to lose all of it. You're going to pack a lunch basket, and then you're going to lose it. You understand? And that's when the Most High got you.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, well, we lost that. I wasn't dependent on that. Most High going to send some birds or...
Manna.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but you got to have both, though. You can put some stuff away.
Yeah, you're not going off on that. But if you're trying to do it for like 20 years...
Right now. It's just, see, because the worst part is going to be the first part. When it goes from calm to chaos, those first 5 days.
Can I bring something out real fast?
Yes, sir.
This is classic arc, but it's 2nd Ezra 15, verse 18 and 19, and it reads, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and the great tribulation.
It said it again in there. Read that again for the top.
All right, come on. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 18, and it reads, because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid.
Stop right there. And the men shall be afraid. It's going to go from everything's cool to we've been neighbors for 30 years.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
got to come over here and do what the hell I got to do.
Yeah.
My family. So, and it's going to be a fearful situation to those who have no clue what the hell is going on. Well, it ain't never been like this. I wasn't ready for this, and now I got to go. I know we was homies and all of that.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to knock you over the head and try to put you in a pot. It's going to be
Yeah.
it's going to be chaos because it says
Book of Eli, remember that? It was cooking people.
that was a big training aid back in the day, you know. It was The Road, Book of Eli. These were, you know, you gotta watch this movie, Ock, you know.
Yeah.
That whole thing. But let me finish this. That's precept. That's precept upon precept. Okay. It says, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall suddenly be afraid, and at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. And the earth shall stand in fear, that's everybody, with those that dwell therein. Okay? It keeps saying that over and over. It's going to be a very fearful situation. But the men of the Lord, read Proverbs 1 and 7.
I got you.
See, because your fear got to be right. And we don't have the spirit of fear, but we are to have healthy fear.
Huh?
You understand? There's something called healthy fear. Got that?
Fine. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. It reads, the fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Fools despise wisdom and instruction, but that fear, the fear of Yahuwah B'Shem Yahushua, that's healthy fear.
Huh?
Okay. Now, the Most High didn't give us the spirit of fear, so there's your balance.
Yeah.
You got healthy fear,
Perfect balance.
and then we don't have the spirit of fear. But don't you ever get caught not fearing the Most High.
Oh, no.
You understand? Meaning this. I'm afraid of what the Most High is going to do. I'm not afraid of all of these men that are out here with their hand on their loins, afraid. You know? They can be scared.
Yeah.
They don't have what we have. Read that again.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7, and it reads, the fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of knowledge, but fools...
The beginning of knowledge. So it's that knowledge. Read on.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
That wisdom from doing what we're instructed is what shall be the stability of thy times.
Huh?
Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of these times. Meaning, don't be afraid. We're being instructed. Read Matthew 24.
Got you.
And I think it's 6. Yeah.
Got it, Doc.
Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 6, and it reads, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled.
Stop right there. See that you be not, meaning don't be afraid of everything that's coming. See that you be not troubled. Finish it.
For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
We have to make it all the way through all of this crazy shit with fearing the Most High and following instructions. This is how we get through. Not fearing these zombies and these chaotic. These people are going to be scrambling. You
That's right.
understand?
That's right.
Gangs, people that the baddest motherfucker in the gang, he can be scared in that day. You know why? Because the Most High, the fear of the Most High is going to be, his fear is not balanced. He's going to be like, what the hell is going on? He's not going to know. Well, the Most High got this. This is the Most High. When the ground starts shaking, guess what? Niggas are scared. Okay?
Fine.
It's going to be fucked up like that. See, it's not just Esau going to be running amok. We're going to see animals we ain't never seen. There's going to be miracles jumping off. It's going to be crazy.
Fine.
It's going to be crazy. Read 20 in Matthew 24 and is it 20?
You got 24:13. It says, endure to the end. There's a tear in the back of that part too.
Read 21.
I got you. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 21, and it reads, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be."
Okay, so what that's saying is this. Since the world was created, there had been some times where shit was fucked up, right? Like slavery,
Con.
right? That ain't gonna be nothing to the time that we're going into right now. It's gonna be much worse than the worst time that there ever was. This time is gonna be worse than that. Now read the next one. Now it's gonna give you the balance of that.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 22, and it reads, "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened."
Okay, so what it's saying is, hey, it's gonna be fucked up out here. But I'm gonna save the elect. It's gonna be fucked up, but I'm gonna save the elect. Read Daniel 12 and 1. It's gonna say exactly the same thing.
This is Daniel 12 and 1.
Yes, sir.
Chapter 12, verse 1, and it reads, At that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
Stop right there. It just said the same. And there shall be a time of trouble worse than anything that's ever happened before.
Fine.
Or after this, it's never going to be that fucked up ever again. Read that again.
This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1, and it reads, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never once was, Salakia, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
Read.
And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book."
There's the other part. But I'm going to save the elect. It said the same thing in Matthew. It said, hey, it's going to be all fucked up out there. But I'm going to save the elect. Read that last part again.
Con. Let's see what that was. "And everyone that shall be found written in the book." Did you want that part?
Read just a little above that.
Okay. "Such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered."
Deliver means to be saved. But, okay, so who does thy people refer to? Everyone that shall be found written in the book, which is the elect. So he's saying, hey, finna go and it's going to say right here, okay, now that said the same thing as what it said in Matthew, right? It's speaking of a time that is fucked up, unlike any other. Now read Jeremiah 30, because it's all going to say the same thing.
Precept upon precept.
Exactly.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30,
And 7.
verse 7, and it reads, "Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it."
Stop right there. So that this day is great. Never been a day like this before. Read.
"It is even the time of Jacob's trouble."
Stop. He's talking about Jacob's trouble that starts on first. It started in the winter. This devil is the Most High. Most High is going to start at his own house, Israel. He's going to fuck us up first. He's going to use this devil, his sword, to do it. Okay? So we're in Jacob's trouble. It started at the beginning of winter. Read the rest of this.
All right. You wanted, Slaki, you wanted verse 7?
Yeah, he started getting it.
Okay. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7, and it reads, Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
There's the other part. But he shall be saved. Who is he?
That would be Israel, the elected Israel.
The elect of Israel. That's the answer. You see how that works? He's saying, here we come into Jacob's trouble, but I'm going to save the elect. Now, how do you make sure you're the elect?
I don't know the precept, but I know it's...
I just showed you. Colossians.
Okay, yeah.
3 and 12.
I have it.
How do you make sure that you're of the elect?
You want me to bring that out?
Come.
Okay. Okay. Which verse was it on?
3 and 12.
3 and 12? Okay. This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 12, and it reads, Put on therefore as the elect of Yahuwah, holy and beloved, vows of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering.
Read on.
Forbearing one another and forgiving one another, if any man have a quarrel against any, even as Hamashiach forgave you, so also do ye.
Read on.
And above all these things, put on charity, which is a bond of perfectness. And let the peace of Yahuwah rule in your hearts, to which ye also were called in one body, and be ye thankful.
That's good right there. So here's how you make it. Read. Go back to he that shall endure. Go. That's 24 and what? 13.
Which chapter was that?
Matthew 24 and 13.
Okay.
Because this is what we're preparing to do right now.
Matthew 24 and 13. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 13, and it reads, But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
That's it right there. Now, who is the saint?
That would be the elect. Huh?
The elect. And how do you put it on? Colossians 3 and 12. You put on that garment, the garment of the elect. Bowels of mercy, kindness, charity. These are the instructions. It says, Proverbs 1 and 7, it says, the fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom, but fools hate knowledge and instruction. Paraphrase. But it's that instruction. What's the instruction? Put on the elect. How do you make it through? Follow the instruction. The instruction is put on the elect.
Colossians 3 and 12.
Colossians 3 and 12. Okay. These are the instructions on how to endure until the end.
I got a precept for cleaning the house of Israel. This is Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 27, and it reads, Again, when the wicked man turneth away from his wickedness that he hath committed, and doeth that which is lawful and right, he shall save his soul alive, because he considereth and turneth away all his transgressions that he hath committed. He shall surely live, and he shall not die. Verse 29, Yet saith the house of Israel, the way of the Lord is not equal. O house of Israel, are not my ways equal? Are not your ways unequal? Therefore I will judge you, O house of Israel, everyone according to his ways, saith the Lord Yahuwah. Repent, turn yourselves from all your transgressions, so iniquity shall not be your ruin.
Good. And I mean, right now, see,
We see it starting with, with our people. You just put on the news, you see what's going on right there.
it's so late right now. See, every man got to work out his own salvation.
That's right.
With fear and trembling. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's so late right now. Who else can you help?
Come on.
You understand? Really, the only thing you could do is to make sure you're being charitable to the brotherhood. Who's going to come up here? They can't even see what is about to go. They don't know. They don't know that there's ships out in the harbor with all the food, and they ain't letting them in. This is, I'm going to read 2nd Ezra 9 from the top. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And that's what we're doing. How much time is left before this shit goes down? I would say about 5 days. About 5 days, because this is what's going on in Chicago on the 3rd. You got to show a pass to get into the club, the gym. They're going back to that. It starts on the 5th in New York. For me, I work at the club. You understand? I play. When that reaches here, my job is gone. You understand? Oh, but you got to show. And the word went out. No, don't go get a false, card. You let it turn your back on this world. There goes my job. So, as these things, you got to be ready, because it's going to happen to everybody. Your job is going to be gone. And you're going to have to step out on faith. You understand? That the Most High got you and your family. You understand? And you got to prepare yourself for that time, because it's coming so damn quick.
That's right.
You understand? So, it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, we see that right now. Fools is just, and they're like this, when they're going to come draconian on as soon as January 3rd, 5th. By January 10th, this place is going to be on fire.
And that's the sedition amongst men, Egyptian against Egyptian.
It's going to be on fire, because they're going to be saying, well, he ain't got his pass. You can't come in here. You can't do this. You stay away from me. When they're the ones, I can't even say it on here, but whoever did that, they get more people, sick than. So the Most High is setting, he's got the powder keg is jumping off. And all of this is to push this. Because they got to get to here quick.
They do.
Okay? They was talking about Putin might invade yesterday or today.
Oh yeah,
right?
He's tripping.
He's tripping.
He's tripping on NATO. He wants like peace guarantees, or he's just pushing that envelope, man.
The Most High done hardened his heart. Like he hardened Pharaoh's heart. He's hardening the hearts of all these people. So, all the heads, the king of Babylon, the king of Egypt, but Pharaoh, he's hardening them. He's making them come against each other, because ultimately they're going to fight each other, and then they're going to take that fight down into the valley of Yahuwah, and that's the ambush zone.
Yeah.
Okay, just like what happened, same thing happened to Pharaoh. They said, oh, They're going down into the water. They're crossing. And Pharaoh said, let them niggas go. Fuck them. Right? And then the Most High hardened his heart and said, don't let them niggas go.
Yeah.
Go get them.
Yeah,
Go get
right.
it. And they ran out after him. And the Most High led them. He put the bait, which was us, led us through, right, the Gulf of Suez. And then put that spirit on, put hardened Pharaoh's heart and said, go get them. They got down into the kill zone, boom, and the ambush trapped them.
Yeah.
That's the same thing that's going to happen in World War III. World War III is designed to get all the armies of the world together in one spot. And then out of the fourth dimension come the chariots, and they're going to make quick work of them. And then there's going to be no more military to guard all of these different countries.
Yeah.
They're going to be vulnerable. And then that's when they're going to be like, what happened to our military? Well, we still got these nukes, though. And then they're going to hit that nuclear football,
Yeah.
and they're going to destroy each other.
Con. Yeah, and that's what Revelations is talking about. And you see too that what Esau did, how wicked they are, from slavery to bombing all the nations. To you look at Korea. Don't forget about Korea. We just have beef with them. And the BRIC nations. Everybody's coming together against Esau.
Mad at
And they're doing what Esau was doing to them. Now they're just flipping the script.
Right, no. That's fair go. Let the weak say that I am strong. So it's coming back around. But see, all of this is the Most High's plan. The point is that it's all culminating to, I would say that from right now, and this is me speaking as a man, but measuring the time diligently in itself. Okay? There could only be 1 year left. Okay? He's pushing that chip came out of nowhere. Now, there's commercials and they're doing comedy and all kind of stuff. Oh, put a chip in,
Yeah.
It's crazy out here right now.
Roman emperor once said, "Give them bread and a circus."
Bread and circus,
Yeah.
right now. And they can't hide what's going on anymore. They're going to come out with them horns. This devil going to come out with them horns and start grabbing fools up, especially Jakes. And the powder keg, they're going to bring the troops in. But see, just like this devil is coming in, the balance to that is the Most High is going to move on this devil.
That's right.
Right? Here comes the standard being lifted. Okay, that spiritual power. Most High got things. Leviathan, he got things. He got things.
Yeah.
This devil didn't come with his things. Most High is going to trump him
Yeah, he is.
every step of the way. So he ain't going to be able to pull off what he wants to. Now, some of us, again, you got to imagine the worst case scenario and prepare for that. And then pray that, the Most High deliver you from those scenarios, right? So for me, it would be, all right, I might have to be a martyr. I might get grabbed up, put in the camp. I'm in that line for the guillotine and man the fuck up, and that's what it is. But you still get that crown. You're still on the chariot first, So
Because they got to push their own commandments that are the Georgia Guidestones.
that's what they doing. They trying to cull the population, but so is the Most High is the one culling the population down, and they think it's them. Damn devils. Where is this at? So lucky, I've been trying to find this. Here it is, right here. I'm going to read 1 Thessalonians 3 and 13. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. Yep. For if we believe that Yahuwah died and rose again, even so, them also which sleep in Yahuwah will the Most High bring with him. Now, when they say sleep, that means you passed away. Okay, and this is even referring to them that got their head chopped off. Okay, beheaded.
It's like all the apostles.
Exactly, before time. But it's also talking about them that are going to wind up in a camp and get that,
Because we have that generation too, and we don't know who was one of the apostles back then.
It says, for this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. So that's saying some of us are not going to die, right? They're going to make it, get beamed up. Some of us are going to get caught up in that camp and get our heads cut off. But when the chariots come, those of us that got that head cut off, we're already going to be on the chariot. Before everybody else down here, the ground troops that are alive, before they get beamed up. If you were that martyr, that's the good news. The bad news is you got a short haircut, right? But
Yeah.
the good news is that you get that crown anyway, right? Going back to Revelation, let me get that.
That's the whole point of this too, present ourselves as living sacrifices to get that salvation.
That's what it is. See, because it comes in more than one. Some of us are you're gonna endure until the end and get beamed up. That's a glorious thing. And to be the hopeful elect, of course you want that. But if you start with the worst, if you gotta take the bad with the good, and you say, well, what's the worst scenario? So I'm going to read this again. This is Revelation 20:4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahuwah and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received their mark upon their forehead or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. So that's the worst case scenario in that situation. You still won. That's still a win. But other than that, then you put that garment of the elect on and be ready for the worst possible shit that had ever happened on earth, worse than slavery.
Oh yeah.
So
look at Amos. He was killed at camp.
Went down fighting.
Yeah.
Fought the good fight. So, and for me, I don't want to live another day I want to endure it until the end, but I don't give a damn about the world or whatever it is. I'm old and I lived a life. My parents are still alive. My dad is still alive. My mom, she's in a home right now with Alzheimer's and stuff like that. They're still alive. But the quality of living when you get that old, man, shit. Even me, I gotta get my whole ass up and get out here. I'm like, right now.
I'm right there too.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm right there too.
I'm ready to look at let me look at the time on this thing. Shoot, I could only stand up out here for so long.
I got 20 years in the conquer game, man. My body, it's seen better days.
I hear you. Woo. So, we'll be right out here tomorrow, man. Probably about the same time. See, here comes a little storm coming in.
It's supposed to come around noon or 1.
What time is it right now?
At 12:09. It's right on point.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So, man, I'll probably just close the camp on down.
Fine.
All right, so I read a couple on the way out. always read Ecclesiasticus 12. I get it. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus 12, Salakia. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. It's just that simple.
That's the ultimate cut right there.
That's the ultimate cut.
Yeah, I had that one memorized. That's like my go home right there.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's for me. It's that fear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Everything starts with the fear of the Most High, because
right.
he will jack you up. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. All right? And then I read this on the way out, man. I've been doing it since I got kicked out of GMS. I read this. This is
And the brothers say too, not to speak too much on that, but like test the spirits, because they say that they also got, whether you be in GMS or not, spirits are spirits, man.
right. No, it's not about GMS. This is about being in the truth and being of the elect. It's elect that are not in GMS.
Because that's what we're here for, just elect, man.
But GMS got 100% truth. So
Yeah, they do.
I'm not going against that at all.
No.
All right, so this is Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. For it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasures. Do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. All right, so with that, we can say all praises due to Yahuwah, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them, that taught us his truth. And Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. Shabbat Shalom.